I really thought I'd be more stable in life by now. I really, truly believed that. Not rich, not jet setting on my own yacht or flying a chartered jet, but not that fantasy life. Just steady, secure, grounded. I'll tell you, these last 2 years, boy, they have humbled me. So I've been in somewhat of a downward spiral for just about 2 years now. December 2023, my landlord at the time was really going crazy, and I had had enough. I had been there for 3 years, and she had always been crazy, but it was getting worse and worse. And she made weird accusations, and she just wanted to raise the rent quite a bit for what I had. I was just renting a room. I had 3 roommates. And so I decided to leave and get out of there. I found a new place over in Bed-Stuy that I kind of liked. I loved the space I had 2 rooms, a bedroom and a little office space, which was lovely. And I had kind of a balcony in the back, sort of. I would have had to fix it and clean it up, but it was there, to some beautiful trees in the back, and the space itself was nice. I did not like my roommate. He was disgusting. And in the 6 months I was there, we actually never met. 7 months I was there. So yeah, it was, dramatic. And then I had to move out again. The landlord of that apartment was taking back the apartment for himself, allegedly. And I couldn't find a place. And so I was literally homeless, sleeping on people's couches for about 6 weeks. Dramatic, I know, but, also had 2 cars destroyed in the last 2 years by other people. Once the car was parked, it was hit head on in the wrong way traffic accident. While it was parked, someone hit it, going the wrong way down my block, totaled it. And then this last August 1st, someone destroyed my other car, the last car I had. So yeah, it's been drama filled. And then losing my job August 28th, I mean, that was just almost the straw that broke the camel's back. Luckily I had gotten some money from my accident, and it's holding me down now. And I should be starting this temp job soon, but it's been a lot, and I feel like I've been losing pieces all over the place, losing my whole self, so to speak. It seemed as if I would, make some progress, push forward. I got that new job all the way back in 2022, thinking it was going to be a great thing. It turned out to be really trash, but I worked through it. I'd make steps forward. Getting that new apartment closer to my job was great. I was closer to a train finally, and I could take the train to work, and I didn't have to drive. Driving was about an hour or so, hour 15 minutes each way. And I love my car. I like the peace I had in my car, but I also had to deal with traffic and paying for parking and everything. So getting a place, closer was great. In those 7 months I was there, it worked well. I even walked home from work a couple of times, walked to work a couple of mornings, because, get that exercise, get those steps in. But, losing that place, I could have done without the roommate, but losing that apartment unexpectedly was just a pain. And then I got this place, and that was by chance, and so far it's been good. There were a couple things here and there. I had to leave so I can put new HVAC in and a couple other things, but it worked, and it's been working. It's not perfect. I don't have a stove. You guys seen me steam. I don't have a built-in stove oven. I'm using a cooktop, which isn't the greatest, but it works for me. Would I like a stove? Absolutely. Would love an oven, but it is what it is. I don't have a tub or even a shower that's really large enough for me. I'm kind of tallish. I'm 5'9", and my shower is really tight. It's hard to even wash my hair. But there is a vibe in this place that cannot be ignored. So I really love it. But yeah, like I said, every time I take a step forward, 3 steps back, I'm shoved backward every time. And because of that, I'm tired, guys. I am tired. I'm not just physically tired, although I feel it. I am tired mentally. I am tired in my bones. I am tired in spirit. I really, truly am. And what makes me having to find a job now is it's really getting worse and worse, the job market. It's shifting downward in real time. The last couple of weeks, Amazon, Target, Nestle all announcing layoffs, over 30,000 people. That doesn't include the furloughed federal workers who are, some of them, looking for secondary jobs while they are waiting to go back to their official job. Because it just means more of us, more competition, more people trying to survive in this current climate. Because it just means more of us, more competition, more people trying to survive in this current climate of, well, my cup says it all. It's a shit show. So as hard as it was before, everything happening in October 2025 is making it even worse. It's making it harder for everyone. And now they're talking about getting rid of SNAP benefits on November 1st. And I feel for those people. And so, yeah, it just feels like life is just getting harder and harder and harder. As I got older, things got worse. I had a period of time between 2020 and 2022, even 2022 too, things were doing really well. Everything was balanced. But since then, I can't seem to get any real stability. I can't keep a car. I can't keep an apartment, although I've had this one for a year now, just over a year. But I just can't find some solid ground. And I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just talking about the reality of the world I'm living in, and I know a lot of you might be living in. It's tough. And then there's me being Gen X. I am part of the figure it out generation, had no tools, barely any guidance, definitely no therapy. We just had to handle it. Whatever it was, we had to learn to handle it. And that's what I've been doing. I was a latchkey kid. I took care of myself, actually, and some foster kids my mother happened to bring into the house. I had to adapt because that was the only way I could survive. And again, I'm still going through that. And it's fine. However, when do I get my moment of peace? And now the job market wants us to be influencers, emoji communicators. They want us to be brand ambassadors, AI resume optimizers. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. I mean, I survived, a blackout in 2004, a major recession and housing crisis. I used dial-up internet and I've raised a child. I don't know, maybe stability isn't a final destination. Maybe it's something we have to continue to work on, but maybe stability is knowing how to start over, knowing how to trust yourself, knowing how to get off the floor and keep moving forward when life gets really obnoxious and out of control and unclear. I don't know, but let's talk. Let me know in the comments if you're in this kind of space too, if you're kind of in the mix of not really knowing what the next step is. Are you in this in-between space? Are you in the middle of rebuilding your life piece by piece? Join the club. All I know is this. You and I, we're not behind schedule. We're not failing in life. We are living, we are growing. It's gonna take one day at a time, one breath at a time, one step at a time. And no matter how hard it seems, no matter how much we look at others who are succeeding half our age, doing amazing things and being in a place we all could only wish we could be, we have to understand one thing. We all wind up in the same place at the end. So there's no race to get there. We just have to make sure we're always moving forward. And I guess that's something I have to keep in my own mind and make sure you guys know as well. We're not on a schedule. Eventually, we will get to a place where we are happy. Sometimes we would just have to go through these periods where it takes a little longer. So, although I'm tired, you're probably tired, we're gonna dig in deep and we're gonna get there. But just so you know, you are not alone. We're all in this shit show together.